What up, guys? It's your girl, Robot Butterfly. I'm here tonight to do a collective message. Okay. I know everybody is not going to tune into this message, but I'm still going to give it. I don't like to typically do these type of messages and readings, but the fact is that even before this has been coming to me for a couple of days about the Gabby Petitio situation with Brian Laundrie. And I know a lot of people are asking, where is Brian? What's going on? The question at first was, where was Gabby? Okay, and I think today that they said that they discovered Gabby's body. Okay. Like I said, I really didn't want to do this message. I was uncomfortable touching onto this message or touching onto any situation like this, but I'm being called to do it, so I'm going to do so. Okay, this is going to be a general intuitive message, using the cards as well, but let's just jump in here and see what's going on. The first thing that I got for this whole dynamic is that song Gone by NSYNC. But the truth remains, you're gone. Okay, so I don't know if that's significant for Brian, for Gabby, for somebody in their around them. Okay, I feel like Gabby could like to listen to NSYNC, or Brian does. Okay, we already know that Gabby was a YouTuber. Okay, she was trying to start this YouTube blogging channel. I'm not familiar with her YouTube at all. I'm not familiar with who she is, but we know this part, and we also know that this has been all over YouTube. It's been all over the news. This has been something going on, very heavy in the media, okay? I feel like Brian feels like he made some type of mistake, and he doesn't know, how to tell anybody here. Okay, I feel like money is a big factor right now. I feel like Brian kinda is probably either on the run or thinking about leaving here. I feel like Gabby could have came from money, or came from a very nice home, a protective home. Gabby could have been a little bit spoiled. I also feel like I'm getting inclined to tell you guys that, I feel like Gabby, I really hate to say this, guys. I'm so sorry. My condolences, first of all, before I even start this message. My condolences to the families, the friends, the loved ones, anybody that's been affected by this. But I feel like Gabby could have taken her own life because of, mental, something mentally, something that she was battling, inner demons on her own. Okay, if you guys go look at that video on Gone with NSYNC on the official video, at the very beginning, it's like an old tune showing, an old show showing of this girl surrounded by all these guys. They're partying, they're having a good time, and she just getting along very well with the dudes. And this guy comes in, and he basically, kind of charms her over, does the one little arm, whatever, they kiss, and then it goes into the regular video. So I feel like, behind closed doors, or not behind closed doors, this relationship did start off as, two people that were, just taken by each other in love, whatever this was here. But when things really came into reality, I feel like both parties were unstable mentally here. Okay, I do feel like that Brian could have been more of like the narcissistic, controlling, jealous type. Okay, not full force with it, but I feel like it came from a place of insecurities with him. Okay, I feel like Gabby, liked to party, liked to have fun, but also she needed love, she needed control, she needed what she wanted, when she wanted. And I feel like, coming across some type of dynamic like this, somebody who gave her everything but also knew how to control it, played on her mental very, very much so. Okay, she could have already been going through some, mental toxic, some type of things that happened from her mother, her father, some type of childhood wounds or insecurities, especially when it comes to sex and being, around other men. I think she's used to getting attention, and I think that Brian knew that, so he could pull the attention away from her very quickly. But that played on her deeper than he intended here. I feel like Brian is scared to come out because everybody already thinks and has this idea. They see this young girl, this sweet lady, it's being posted on the news. They see that she's missing. They're already having a idea based on him. That's why his parents are trying to they were trying to protect him in this situation. I think that he was telling his parents what was going on in this situation. That, about the mental abuse, the physical abuse, about all this, whatever was going on. I think that he tried to leave her many times, but he didn't, something kept drawing him back. This was a very toxic relationship. It was very hard for him to leave this. But I feel like Brian has done this with a lot of women. So his parents, they really tried to stay out of it. They stayed silent. It's a lot of things going on here behind closed doors, okay? His parents are trying to help him, I think, and they think they're doing the right thing, but they're really not here, okay? I feel like this person, like I said, very demanding, very controlling. That's, the energy. Two people trying to control each other, and it was never going to work here. They should have stopped this a long time ago, okay? And this is what's going on. Shame here. I think that Brian knows no matter what he says, if it's the truth or if it's not, that, he going to jail. He could be a water sign, a Cancer, anything. He knows that no one is going to listen to what he says, what's going to happen. I also feel like he is contemplating taking his own life in this, okay? He could be somewhere in the wilderness. I think a lot of people are already expecting that, or he's staying in some type. People are expecting him to be in the wilderness, but he's probably staying in like hotel rooms. He's doing some type of research so that he can prove to people his innocence here. He wants people to understand that he didn't do this, okay? That he's not the bad guy, that he was actually trying. He was actually trying to support her dreams. He was actually doing what he could, but I feel like, something here, just both of them had some type of mental problems. Somebody had some type of, it was like a mental prowess. They had to control people, and they would go at any extent, even if it was to hurt themselves, to whatever. This is like really crazy, okay? Somebody, I don't know, innocent but look deadly. That's for sure what I'm getting. I feel like this, I really hate to say this, but I don't know. This is how Brian could feel, or his parents could feel like this. I'm not saying this could be necessarily true, but I feel like this person, was willing to take their own life, to do whatever. Look, committed suicide. They was willing to commit suicide just to make this person hurt, to make this person lose, to cause this tragedy, to be on the news, to be epic, to be global, to just hurt this person. If you don't want me, no one can have you. No one can have me. Period. Because he wanted to leave, because he didn't want to have this baby. He didn't want to make nothing work. He didn't want to stay around with this. He did love this person, but it was toxic. He did have plans to propose, but it was just too much that he could not cure. Too much going on internally with this person that he could not cure. Not if they traveled the whole world together, it was not going to change who she was and what she was doing here. He really did love her. He really did try. He really did see her as special. He really did believe in her. But God has the last say, so that's why, Brian, if you still here, because Brian, I think he's really thinking about committing suicide too, because he don't feel like he gonna win this situation. God gonna have your back. Somebody will have your back, child. I know a lot of people thinking what I'm saying is not right, but this is. He really did have her back. He really was her partner in crime. He really did see her smart, sexy, and seductive. That's grief and apathy. If he really did this, why would he even return home? If he just kidnapped her and was so abusive and beating her up, why not just go start another life? Go to another country, hide out in the wilderness. Everybody keep talking about how good he is in the wilderness, living out there. Well, why even return? He did love this person, but he knew that it was nothing he could do. It was nothing, and this, she was willing to do whatever she had to keep Brian held down, because she knew that was going to be the last time. This was it. After that retreat that they went on, after this vacation, that wasn't enough. Her whole idea of being this housewife, of being married, everything just came tumbling down, and she went into this mode of everything you said about your ex is a liar, you're a narcissist, you're an abuser, you're this, and just fighting, slapping, kicking, screaming, and she just, I also feel like they probably had some type of fight. Maybe Brian had to fight for his life. Something happened here though, but it wasn't what people are thinking here, but he don't know how to tell this. He don't know how to explain this. Nobody's gonna believe it, even if he did. So he feel like, what choice do he have? He been the one that's hiding black eyes. He been the one that's been trying to, say no and do the right thing, but everybody look at him like he this, he crazy, he this, because they don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Brian wasn't the one trying to have no YouTube and paint no pictures. He wasn't hiding anything. And I think that's why he didn't support the blog, because he felt like the blog wasn't real. But he still, tried. He wanted to be married. He was going to propose to this woman. He was going to propose. He definitely tried. He played unbothered to a lot of things. He hid a lot of things. And that's why this news, he don't feel like nobody is going to understand. That's why he rather just run or go, leave, do whatever he got to do. But he did love this person. Being without him, he can't even live. He don't want to live without her. He don't. But some type of generational curse here, some type of, this is, all of this is exposing a lot of things in a lot of people's lives. I feel like everybody is some type of karma here. You know what I'm saying? Going on in the family, both families, all dynamics of this. Everybody see him as the bad person. Everybody see him, as whatever. But it's a lot more that needs to be said to this situation. I also feel like his parents don't want to tell on him, but they do definitely know about where his whereabouts are. But they thinking that, like I said, they can find up this information, some type of way to get the truth out before he turn himself in. That's what they trying to do, or get this money so they can get this attorney, whatever this is here. But I feel like there was a lot of insecurities. I feel like Brian definitely played off of her insecurities, okay? But at the same time, I feel like it started off as, love. I feel like really more so, not even at the same time, he just couldn't deal with it no more. He couldn't. I feel like a lot of men understand what it is to deal with a woman, that's not mentally stable, okay? You can love them, but sometimes you got to walk away from them. Sometimes it's just not what you know what I'm saying? You're not built for it. They don't understand that. It has nothing to do with you not loving them. That's not the type that you want to be with, especially if you're somebody that's somewhere balanced. Okay, this person, like I said, don't ever want this person to forget about them. They never want, look, man eater. At any cost, she was willing at any cost to take this person down so that he couldn't master this. But I feel like Brian actually is somebody that's very balanced, somebody very spiritual, somebody that's okay with being by themselves. He knows when to walk away. He really loved this person. Saying goodbye was very hard. But he couldn't stop her from believing things that she was believing in her head. Nobody likes you. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. You're trying to stop me from this life. You're going to abandon me. You're going to leave 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 me. That's all she could think about. She didn't see what she was doing. She did not honestly see what she was doing. It's just like working in a place of fear here. And this person misses the fuck out of her. He did not kill her. He did not hurt her. He didn't anything. He was trying to help her. If anything. I kind of feel like commando for him for staying down with somebody like this, because I really feel like she might have had bipolar or something here was going on mentally with her. And this person would let her fool him, let her act like things had changed. Nothing changed. She was very promiscuous or loved attention. And she wanted to be a housewife and a mom, but she couldn't stop the attention. She needed the attention. And she needed to feel like he loved her and he was going to be everything that she needed and da-da-da-da-da. It's just a very sad story here. A very sad story here. Trials and tribulations. Okay, I feel like Brian thought this was going to be a very happy ending. But Brian, he wasn't in love no more. And he tried to tell her, but he couldn't even leave because he was afraid of what she was going to do. I think his jealousy and his insecurities too, he didn't want her to go be with somebody else. I also feel like somebody here in this situation, it could have been Gabby that was very much into tarot. That's why I keep telling y'all it's important how y'all watch these videos. She thought differently. She could be easily convinced by anything or anyone, okay? And he didn't think that way. He thought differently. He could be a water sign, like I said, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Somebody who thinks very logically, but also plays off of emotion. That's why I think that it could be definitely a water sign here. But this person, she wanted everything, my way or the highway, at all costs. I've been talking about this a lot, and I think it really hit me when I got off of my last reading, and I was talking about the sun. Damn, that's crazy. Talking about this sun here, and the parents, you know, trying to, you know, cover up for this man-child and all this stuff. But there's a lot of things. That's why I said something was misunderstood. I see why these parents are trying to protect their child. I see why they trying to make sure that he goes away, because they know what can happen to their son. If not, this is very dramatic. This is hard. This is just very sad. Very sad. But this son, I feel like, is a really good person who gives their all to people. They really do. He tried with this trip. If he didn't love her and he didn't support her, why would he have even went on this trip? But there was something here that he could not change for her. And it's a lot to do with her mental that people, you know, gonna have to understand. I feel like text messages gonna really help. Okay, Mr. Brian, I feel like all them text messages when she was doing all this crazy, I feel like you also have pictures or something, you know, when she used to beat you up or whatever, friend, you might need to go ahead and provide this evidence. I feel like Brian is actually willing to die before he exposed the truth of who this woman was. And I feel like, you know, I don't know, you guys. There's something going on here that people aren't seeing the bigger picture of. Because maybe somebody here is very spoiled. Maybe it is Brian. Maybe it's Gabby. It's somebody here. But somebody actually was trying to create this new home, this new life, and make these changes. But somebody else wanted to be living it up on the road, traveling, summer, living a lie. And that's why this person wanted to go, because they didn't even want to, this person didn't even want to tell the truth behind what was going on. They was willing to you know, commit suicide before they allowed this to come out, whatever this was. They were unwilling to admit the truth. They were unwilling to let this person go. They were unwilling to realize that it was a next chapter in their life, but they just wouldn't do it. I feel like it's the feminine energy in this situation here. I also feel like this started out as, okay, maybe if I go away for a little bit and then come back, I'll get a lot of fame, I'll get a lot of recognition, people will see me, all this stuff, and then whatever, something might have happened. I don't know what happened here. Things just went left. That could have been that whole trip out while they was exploring. Things just went left. Somebody here was willing to win at all costs. We all know the story of Cleopatra. If you commit the perfect heist, make sure you don't brag about it. Intelligence is the sexiest attribute. Once you share your personal life, it's not personal. So is Brian over here just not saying? No, that's what people thinking. That's the reason he not saying nothing, because he committed this perfect heist. But that's what people are not realizing. There's an illusion being painted here. This is not the truth. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you. There's something else going on here. Maybe she was pregnant, didn't know who the kid's father was. She told him this. She had an STD, or she found out that she was, you know, had some type of mental disorder. There was something here going on that was, like, I don't know if it's her or him. Somebody did not want coming out. And I feel like it's a lot about this mental situation. I feel like Brian really feel bad because he know that he was mentally abusive to her. Not physically, but mentally. I feel like she was physically abusive. They both were abusive. She's a runner. She's a track star. Spoiled. The spoiled keep coming out. And they're still thinking about you. He's still thinking about this. He loved this person dearly. Well, maybe if he did hurt her, it was an accident from them fighting. Could be that. But like I said, them text messages are going to prove a lot in this situation. From the mother's side of the family, or for Brian's side, for Gabby's side of the family, or for Brian's side, I feel like those texts are going to be very, very, like a key point to all of this. All of the text messages go all the way from the day this person met until now. It's going to help clear a lot of smoke between this, because like I said, it was something going on here behind scenes, a lot of things going on. A lot that triggered whatever this is, whatever went left during this trip. And this person feels like, I feel like Brian going crazy over here. If y'all watch that Gone video, in sync, and him, his parents, they parents, everybody, it's just, this is sad on all the way. Every spectrum here. Holy Spirit, divine angels, last words. Look, I'm in love, but I can't leave you right now. That's how he felt. He felt like he could not leave her because of her mental. And then he loved her. It's just control. It's a lot of aspects to this that's just toxic. Very toxic. Very toxic. Shoot. And money is like some type of root in this. I don't know what this money is coming in from this, but money is definitely some type of root that maybe caused unhappiness in this home, that started these arguments, whatever it is. Maybe somebody that, I don't know what's going on here. Or they thought that this was going to bring them money, that was going to bring them happiness, that was going to solve all the problems. Or I feel like Brian feel like it wasn't enough money in the world that he could have had to change this. It was nothing he could do to change this. He couldn't leave. He couldn't stay. It was nothing. Nothing he could do. There was a lot of things going on people don't know about, and he just need a break from this. He need to take a nap. He gonna come and say something. He gonna come out. He is coming out. But right now, he need a break. He need a break. You know, he need a break. Gosh. Hopefully he, comes through. I don't see Brian. I made a mistake, but don't know how to tell you. Whatever happened, this wasn't it. Like I said, I don't think that neither one of somebody didn't plan something to go this way, child. I feel like he also hiding in plain sight here. Okay, I told y'all something about this promiscuous girl that was in that Scorpio reading. I think Scorpio or Pisces, one of them. Yep, because this person wanted to get an abortion. Brian he didn't, or she did, somebody. Okay, abandonment. Somebody feeling bad. Maybe that's what Brian told her that made her go off the edge. And that's why he feels so guilty here. And then he's supposed to be this spiritual, this helping person. He could be a little bit older than her or whatever. But this was not what he planned. He did love her. He was trying to help her get to this money. He was trying to see the bigger picture with her. Okay? But I feel like in a lot of ways, she still thought like a child or behaved like a child, or he does, somebody does in this situation. Okay? And I feel like the text messages you see at the bottom that says sexting, we got sexting in the other car. I feel like text messages is going to be very, very significant. And at the end of the day, God has the last say. And I also feel like the autopsy here is going to be very significant here. Very significant. It's going to show a lot of the things that happened. Okay? Whether she fell, she did this to herself, or whatever here. The truth is coming out, whether he did it or if he didn't do, whatever this is, it's coming out. Okay? And maybe this is him trying to, like I said, hiding in plain sight. Maybe this is him, trying to cover up what he did. Or I don't know what's going on. I don't want to speak too soon. I don't know to tell y'all the truth, but this is what I'm getting. And we gonna end it at this because look, miracle. So it's either gonna be justice on his end or her end. But something is coming in. I feel like his mom did not like her, or her mother didn't like this person. Somebody was told, move on a lot. This person lies straight to people's faces here. Okay, not on the path. Not on their path. Just, you know. This is the universe. Like I said, universe is in over all of this, period. God, the universe, karma, however, whatever you want to say about this. Holy Spirit, divine angels, give me one last card for Brian. Brian, what do we need to know about Brian? What do we need to know about Brian? One last card for Brian. Staying in hotel rooms, challenging times, so you think, rock bottom going up, miscarriage. He a dog. Real recognize real. So I feel like this is what the image is being, you know, gonna be painted. You the dog, you abusive, you didn't want her to have this baby, all this stuff. But I feel like real gonna recognize real. Them text messages gonna prove it. So, but it is time for you to come out. When they say they a killer, believe them. Staying down, never switching up, inheritance, long-term investment. Friend wants your partner. It could be somebody totally different. Maybe whoever she was sexting could have told her they was coming to pick her up. Child. Whoever, somebody could have been cheating. They told her they was going to come get her. It's something else going on. They going to get down to the bottom of this. You know, they are going to get down to the bottom of this story. So please, Brian, go ahead and come out. If you see this message, come out. Child, let God work in your favor. If you did this, then just face the time. Do the crime. But I feel like the truth will prevail. Okay? The truth will prevail. So that's my message, you guys. I hope you have a beautiful night. And again, my condolences. I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes. This is just the message I was given to tell, and this is what I'm doing, okay? This is just what it is. Thank you, guys.